What's up, guys? Craig Mack here, Liberty Bell Beekeepers. So a week or so ago, I guess, I started moving some of my hives to the roof of my building because I'm out of space down on the bee deck. Take a look right here. I can't see all that well, but yeah, there's the bee deck, and it is completely full, as are most of the beds. All the vegetables are doing great, but as you can see, I got 20 colonies on that bee deck right now, most of them with queens, a couple that are splits making queens. So I came up to the roof and had to add some more space. I'm looking to fill out some more hives here as well, but in doing so, I made a couple of splits. Now what a split is when you have a colony that's growing large and they're filling up their space and they're running out of it. They'll start to create supersedure cells or queen cells because they have to get more room. So basically the colony starts preparing itself to go. A lot of beekeepers try to manage swarm activity because they want their bees to stay put. Other people like to let their bees do what they're going to do and let them swarm. It's good, and actually it's a healthy function of the bee, of the honeybee, creature, as it helps to prevent disease and also helps to break the cycle of the mites. If you know anything about bees, there's these mites that have been really kind of plaguing beekeepers for a couple of decades now, and some people treat for them, others don't, but that's neither here nor there. But those breaks in the brood cycle, those breaks in the queen laying eggs, helps to cut those mite numbers down. So I did some of those splits, but what I wanted to show you here is in doing those splits, you see I got a lot of dead bees here. Now these aren't necessarily all dead bees. What these are, a lot of these are larvae, or drone larvae. When the colonies increase, they do make drones. They're the males. They're the ones that mate with the queens. Now what you're seeing here is when I do this split, I basically cut their colony in half along with their resources. And see, you're able to do that kind of early in the spring and in early summer when the first flow is real heavy, which it has been. But they start to eliminate those drones because drones only function as to mate. And when they're in a hive and in a split situation like this, they're just extra mouths to feed. So the bees will actually literally go in and remove these larvae from their cells and remove them from the colony. So they're very, very efficient and effective creatures at taking care of themselves and knowing what they need and what they don't need. And what they don't need at this point is extra mouths to feed that aren't contributing. Now what you can see here right on the landing board is that's a bunch of wax cappings from when they removed all these cells. You can see some of these are not even formed all the way. They're half formed. Some of them are just dead because bees, you know, don't live all that long and will perish. But some of these, a lot of these have been physically removed from their cells. And that's just one more way that the bees are super efficient and great at taking care of themselves. So I just want to make a quick video and show you guys that. Show off my rooftop apiary as well as my bee deck, and just give you a little bit of insight into how these bees work and their ruthless, absolutely ruthless efficiency. When it comes to surviving, they don't play around. They do their very best to survive, and that oftentimes includes making sacrifices of their own brood. So I'm happy to see these guys have started flying. It's been a couple of days and they hadn't been up in the air yet. The forager bees were still aging out. Bees change their jobs through the course of their life, and the last portion of their life is spent as a forager, as these bees that are leaving the colony to go collect nectar and pollen for the colony. So yeah, they're doing good. I'm happy that they're up here and that they're starting to fly, and that means that they're building up and they're doing all the good things that they need to do. Eventually I'm going to bring more colonies up here. As you can see, I've got 5 pallets laid out, and I want to put 4 on each. That'll be 20 colonies up here, and then probably about the same on the bottom. And I'm probably going to even expand up here onto the roof a little bit further. There's you can see kind of my surroundings. I'm in an industrial area. I am about as urban beekeeping as it gets, with the exception of residential properties. There aren't a ton of them around me, which is great for me and for the bees, and being able to do this. And the bees love whooping up and down this track line, as there's little patches of woods and little arboretums all up and down it. So thanks again for watching, guys. Wanted to show you that little bit of thing, little thing while I was up here today, and hope you enjoyed it. As always, catch us on social media. I got another cutout coming up this weekend, and maybe some more after that. We'll see. Either way, it's going to be lots of bees all summer long and into the winter and for the foreseeable future. You could always check us out once again on social media and donate to the GoFundMe. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great afternoon and a great weekend.